today it's an exclusive beer for the channel. Um, the brewery itself, Nano Brewery, is called Beeston Hop, and recently the good fellow himself relocated back from Snenton, which is a good area in itself, back to Beeston. Basically, got a new shed, and the brewery's going again, which is amazing. It's something really, I suppose, in future years I'd like to do in here, money permitting. I mean, I know how much the kit costs. It's not the cheapest. So Beeston Up is a commercial brewery, done lots of good beers over the years. It's been a while since we released a beer. Obviously, life, COVID. It's crazy to think we're over 2.5 years from the beginning of COVID. Well, nearly. I think I had COVID 3 months before we actually had it properly, but there you go. So, this is an IPA, as it says on the bottle, and I've got the writing here. So, massive thanks to John, Mr. Beeston Hop, for this. It's lovely when breweries far and wide, but especially local, appreciate what you do and the beer reviews that you do. As people who know me will know, I try to do positive beer reviews, knowing whatever I know about the brewery, feeding that in, and trying to get a bit of personality. There's always going to be personality. Yeah. If you have my anxiety and stress, you'd have personality. So this is Marmalade Atkins. Quite funny, really, because one of Totally Brewed's fellas, his surname's Atkins, so that's interesting. 6.3%. This is an IPA, hot with Summit, Simcoe, and Amarillo. So, let's see how it tastes. Got to be honest, it is room temperature, not fridge temperature. So nice pop on the lid. Nice bit of smoke coming off there. Oh, you just see that smoke? Smoky. And there's a little head forming already. Can you see the head? Yeah, carbonation's coming. Not sure if it's bottle conditioned or not. Navigation brewery glass. I think Mr. Beeston Hop has actually got a Beeston Hop glass now. Good to see the merch. There's one thing I do like. I like, especially local. I can't do it to every brewery. I'd have no room for beer glasses. Oh, there's an anticipation when you're drinking a beer. And obviously, the good fellow himself was waiting for the government or whoever approves you to create commercial beer to come through. That side of things, I don't know anything about. So, plenty of carbonation going off in this. Slight haze to the pour. Look, they're not on my garden. I've got my son and his mate round, and they're on the garden. I've just planted the garden. And I'm trying to be nice. And there's one thing as a gardener I absolutely hate beyond anything in life, is somebody walking through my flowers or my beds or trampling the plant down. It absolutely rips me apart. But back to the beer review. We focus on the beer. So the head is getting bigger and bigger as I'm talking. So it's a hazy, shall we call it a golden pour in this light? Hard to know sometimes with light. But it's certainly got good carbonation on it. And look at that head, beautifully. Beautiful. Smell, looks good. Certainly getting tropical vibes on the nose. And I'm getting aroma. So there's a good thing. I did do a beer review earlier of a commercial beer from one of the big breweries around the country. There was no aroma. And there was aroma, should we say, but it was so damn subtle. So damn subtle that it was hardly there. So a good tropical aroma on this. Obviously, I'm no expert. I'm just somebody who does beer reviews as a hobby. Never declare myself to be an expert. I know what tastes nicely. And I'm about as normal and not big-headed as you could ever get. Yeah, yeah. Even with nearly just over 2007 now subscribers, 700 others, I'm still no different than I was on day one. Drank a few nice beers, manager. Proper decent beers. And depending on what happens for my birthday, I may be joining the ranks of grain brewers myself. So that'd be interesting. Yeah. Although I'm never going to do anything anybody else's way. You know, like Frank Sinatra says, I'll do it my way. Damn right. Anyway, first impressions, tasting great. So let me go into beer review mode instead of chatting along and talking rubbish mode. And listen to the kids on my lawn mode. And they got a little garden. Well, ish. Nice bit of bite to it. Subtle, long lasting flavour. I'm definitely getting tropical from this. I can't say any one particular flavour is bouncing out at me. It comes across as a tropical beer. I hope I'm right. Always the thing. Oh my lord. Okay. Sounds like my son needs his mate in the nuts. Great. Hope he's on the grass and not in bed. Lovely. That's what I want to hear when I'm doing beer reviews. So as you can see, still got the same price top I've had on a week. Tramp. I only went it for work, man. But and I've been at work today. Although to be fair, I've got about 10 tops that are all the same. So hey. Lovely bit of carbonation coming up, as you can see. And I met Mr. Beeston Hop at the Bang the Elephant Mega Brew for the beer festival, Robin Hood Beer and Cider Festival last year. I will have the cider bit just in case anybody from Cam was watching. Best mates. I'm only joking. I have no qualms with anybody. Yeah. Although, you know, if someone has a go at you on Twitter, you're going to reciprocate, aren't you, at some stage? Yes. Especially if you think it's a little bit out of order, you know. And it is what it is. I think Canberra do a good job. They were very quiet for the nearly 2 years of COVID, but they did come back with a good beer festival last year, so fair play to that. You know, not easy running a beer festival, getting all the beers in. There's a lot of organisation going into it, money to spend, try not to step on people's toes, and all that, and sorting good beers out. Me myself, I'd love to get involved with that at some stage. Maybe not Canberra, but certainly Nottingham Craft Beer Festival, and getting brewers across the UK to come. I do think it would be really interesting, and promoting it. I think the guys whoever does it do a good job. But I certainly think more promotion's a brilliant thing, and videos from each of the breweries. What Nottingham Craft Beer are doing at the moment is having videos from some of the pubs of Nottingham, which is great. You know, support your locals. Absolutely all on board on that. In fact, there's 2 locals that I actually need to go to now. Now I know who works there, and the people behind it. I need to go and go and say hello and say and hide in the corner out of the way. That can normally do. It's just me. Still have had a drink and I'm a bit more brave. And as Mr. Beeston would know, I mean, that day at the Bang the Elephant Beer Festival, yeah, you start it off 7 in the morning on 13% beers. like you're drinking one of the, basically my beer of the year at their at their brew, mega brew. Never been invited back since. I can understand why. Yeah, I got a bit drunk, as you do. Although I don't think I was bad. I was just drunk and sleepy. As always happens when you have a load of beer. You get drunk, you get sleepy. Is what it is. And obviously, massive thanks to each and every brewery involved there. It was nice to see breweries I've never seen before, and I'm really, really hoping that all the nano breweries start putting their beers back into bottles again. Uh, I understand that cask, keg is king, but bottles and cans for somebody like me is brilliant because I struggle to get out to each and every chuffing micro pub who has beers on. So to go to somewhere like Adventure Beer, Kimberley Craft Ales, and go and get beers from my local breweries and put the name out there. I feel it's so important as a Nottingham person to be fully supportive of your local community. You know, and that's not a drunk person saying that. That's I'm totally sober, albeit annoyed because they're on my grass. But you know, I live in Nottingham, always have done, always will do. You know, yeah, can't see myself winning 180 million on the lottery anytime soon. Wish I did. Be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. But hey ho. Um, am I getting old? Is it the fact that two kids are playing on my lawn? Just not quite teenagers, and they're doing like play fighting, dropping each other's down on my grass. Is it annoying me? Well, a little bit. But anyway, back to the beer. So it's a time to mature a bit. 12 minutes in, I don't do short reviews. I apologise for that. But you get a bit of banter, you get a bit of personality. Personality's king, you know. In life, we need personality. Um, you could review a beer and be as boring as hell. And you wouldn't sell the beer to anyone because it's just not, you know. But yeah, tropical. Certainly got a good twang to it. It's coming out in the 12 minutes, 13 minutes now. I do apologise for the noise in the background. It's annoying me. And but what I can say is I've got another two beers that were sent to me, and yeah, cracking beers, mind you. So the aroma, still getting a tropical vibe off the aroma. I have no clue if I'm right or wrong. Don't get me wrong. I know what the hops are. They are Summit, Simcoe, and Amarillo. Do I study hops and do I read up beforehand? No, no. You only ever get a review where I can taste what I can taste. I can only tell you what I get and if I enjoy it. Um, I find honest reviews always best anyway. I don't read off a chart or anything. And I forget 2 minutes later anyway, so it's pointless. I hope you can't hear that on the video. I do apologise. Last time I do a review when there's kids in the background. They're doing the boating. But anyway, that is tasting amazing. So the good thing from Mr. Beeston Hop's point of view is, just checking there's no sediment in the bottom. No, no. Oh, there might have been a little bit of sediment. So, yeah, slightly changed at the end. Don't worry, sediment's not an issue. You know, in fact, to be honest, if I'm being brutally honest, I do like a bit of sediment because you get the flavour. Although the colour's changed, so ignore the colour. And I obviously poured too much of the bottle in. Dare I say it, the aroma. The aroma's a bit stronger now, so the sediment adds to the aroma. Depends if you like or dislike sediment. If you don't like sediment, just don't pour the last fraction of a bottle on the bottle conditioned bottle. That is tasting nice though. Tropical, twangy, long lasting flavour. The ABV's very welcoming. About the noise in the background. And yeah, first of the three. Ooh, I've had them there a while, so I needed to crack on. Been very, very busy lately, working silly hours, long hours, 6-day weeks, and even though I've got the 2 days off for the Jubilee, like most people have, working this morning, working tomorrow morning, took the dog to the vets, told us pretty much what we know, and I was alright. I was in the vets, and yeah, I was okay. And she starts talking about the inevitable, and we know the inevitable. We know we're not silly. And I'm there, and I'm looking, and I'm stroking the dog, and I'm thinking, don't do it, don't do it. And I had to look at the vet, look back down at the dog. Wife's doing the talking because I can't. And I thought, don't do it. And I didn't until I got outside, and I mean, he's had a what muscle people have. Can't think of the chuffing word there. But he's had an injection to help him. But to be fair, he slept ever since, so it probably dossed him away. So we'll see how it goes. The one thing with owning a dog, remember your family. It's like losing a kid. God knows what's going off out there. I think a bit of play. So yeah, bit of sediment out the bottom of the bottle, but the fact of the matter is it's a lovely tropical beer, white head, good carbonation, golden pour, without the sediment layer. Smelling great, tasting great. Ooh, that's a nice beer. Welcome back, matey. You've been out long. You've been away too long. 4.5 out of 5. That was really nice. And cheers, everyone. Bit of tangent there again as usual, but cheers.